All right, guys, I really want to thank you for pushing us over our first milestone as far as a YouTube channel is concerned. We hit over 1,000 subscribers, and we only hit over 1,000 subscribers because of you. We appreciate every single one of you, and we're going to do our best to try to provide you the information that you're looking for, some basic entertainment, and hopefully get this weight off this body, and it should be an interesting journey. So I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. I love reading all your comments, and I even more so, I love responding to your comments. So please keep them coming. Okay, guys, let's get into this week's weight loss video. This is week 17, and yeah, I've been starting carnivore. So let's get straight into the details of this week's weigh-in, and then I'll talk more about my carnivore situation throughout the week. All right, this morning I got up as usual, and of course I have my cat. Now I gotta get my scale out and get it set up. Make sure the floor is level. Now quite often when I get this going, I like to, test out the scale first. I'll get a number, and then I'll jump back and forth on it. Not jump on it, but I'll get on it a couple different times just to make sure that I'm getting a good weight. Sometimes this scale might be off a little bit, depending on how I'm standing, and sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a little less than what I see. So it's just a good idea to double check the digital scales once in a while and see where you're at. So we're looking at 328, 328.3. That's a good number there. All right, we're gonna go with that for the week. So okay, last week that was a pretty good week, but I did gain about 2.3 pounds. So that was a bit disappointing. And let's see here, it was my weight for last week was 335.6 pounds, and this week was 328.3 pounds. That's not too bad. That's a good weight loss there for this week. So that means, let's see, I lost 7.3 pounds this week using carnivore. Now I do have some theories behind that as to why I lost 7.3 pounds. And keep in mind, I'm not doing an exercise routine. I really need to get in the habit of doing an exercise routine, but so far I'm not needing to, and I'm able to get around and move pretty well. Like I went to the store today with my children, and it was just so much easier to move around. So let's get into what the total weight loss was since I started this. So okay, when I started this weight loss journey, I was at 435 pounds. And now this week I'm at 328.3 pounds. That is a total weight loss of 106.7 pounds. That's freaking awesome. I love this. I mean, I'm doing pretty good, not doing a whole lot of anything for that matter. So I'm pretty happy about the results here. Let's talk a little bit about carnivore and what's been going on with that. Now I started off Monday. Monday was a holiday. I made, bacon and eggs and for the kids and for myself. Later that afternoon, I did go out and did buy some meat supplies in preparation for the week. I still got about 8 pounds left in the fridge. I still need to get cooked up, and I'll probably do that sometime today. And today is Saturday, so we're gonna get that cooked up later in the day. But I really wanted to go over what I thought about carnivore as a whole, just my opinion since starting on Monday. Monday was my official start date of carnivore. So we got the 5 days of the work week. Today's Saturday. Today would be day 6. And overall, it's week 17 of my overall weight loss. So now everything's going to get convoluted and confused, and there's just going to be a bunch of numbers. But anyhow, my opinion on carnivore. So my opinion on carnivore is that you really have to do your homework. You need to do your research. I couldn't honestly safely recommend this to anybody in my family or friends or even a stranger for that matter and say, hey man, go do carnivore, it works great. Now this first week did work great, and I also have several weeks behind me, 17 weeks of practice before I got to this point. Now that's incredibly important, especially when you're talking about making a serious switch into something that's a really dramatic change as far as lifestyle changes. And carnivore is a seriously dramatic lifestyle change. So most people are going to have a hard time with this, even myself, with even the basic food cravings. Now, this whole entire week wasn't done without some mistakes here and there. Well, my first mistake was I went out and bought the wrong percentage of fat for the beef that I bought. So the hamburger meat, it was probably 95%, 98%. When I cooked it up, there was basically zero grease was falling off of this burger. And it made amazing hamburgers. And I threw a bunch of spices in there. I threw garlic, I threw dried onions, some other type of hamburger seasoning, like a barbecue hamburger seasoning. It doesn't come with, like, it's not added with the sugar, so there's no brown sugar in there. But this entire week I managed to pretty much, I felt like I was in ketosis from Tuesday all the way up until now, and I still feel like I'm in ketosis now. I weighed myself last night, and then I weighed myself again this morning. It was pretty early. It was about 3:30 this morning. Now that's also a long story because I had some stuff going on today I had to take care of. But anyways, the second mistake I made was the wife made some cauliflower pizza, and I refrained for quite a bit of that time. And then all of a sudden it was just sitting on the counter right behind me over there. And I just picked it up out of nature. Pizza is my literal sin food, and it's been a hard deal for me to keep out of my diet altogether. And it's just something I enjoy. So I had a hard time with that. And I was planning on, giving up pizza altogether, but I'm not sure if that's gonna, be a viable thing, but we'll see. Now, one of my viewers was kind enough to mention the ingredients and the carbs and stuff like that are in the Costco cauliflower pizza. And I appreciate that. That was really helpful. I started looking into it, and, I did come up with a little bitty conclusion from there. Now, I'm still under the opinion that that's a healthier option. It's also a lower calorie option, and there's a lot less carbs, especially when you consider the amount of carbs that are in traditional pizza dough. Now, is that going to be a good option for everybody? Well, I can't honestly say that, because it's just one of those things. It's like, well, you're going to have to cut your losses in some places, and I'm trying my best to, live a healthier lifestyle. I'm also just trying to be honest with myself at the same time. It's like, well, I'm not going to not have everything for the rest of my life. It's just going to have to be a careful balance of certain things here and there. Like if somebody has a birthday, like my wife, tomorrow is my wife's birthday, and we got her a cake. So I might have a couple bites of cake. I'm going to try not to have so much cake that it wrecks me completely out of ketosis. But even if it does, I can still regain that within a couple of days reasonably. Now, I think the best part of all of this process so far has been the fact that I can go in and out, of ketosis. I can, just eat something crazy, carb full, maybe some sugar or something like that one day. I know I'm yanking myself out of ketosis. It's kind of taken me back a couple steps, but is it really? I mean, this is an opinion-based thing. Is it really pulling me back that far? Because it's just resetting things, and it's letting me come back into ketosis, let's say, or autophagy for that matter. I don't know. I could be in autophagy now because, I'm still in a calorie deficit. The entire week was, meat processed, not meat processed, but my entire week was meats, eggs, and butter for the most part. So I was either eating hamburger patties, steak, reindeer sausage, pickled eggs, boiled eggs. I love boiled eggs. I could eat about 30 boiled eggs every week. And I've been eating a lot of boiled eggs. Now, if I get a craving or a snack, boiled eggs are the go-to. I just go straight to boiled eggs. If I'm doing the whole walk around the house and I'm opening cabinets and looking in the fridge and I'm checking out what's there, you know the drill. If you're here watching this, you know that drill. You know what it feels like to just not know what you want to eat, but you want to eat something. And 9 times out of 10, we're just thirsty and we ignore that and we go for some sort of snack. So the way I've been saving this is simply to just go get a hard-boiled egg, and boom, there you go. I got a few calories in the body. It weighs my belly down enough to make me feel like I'm not starving. So that's fantastic. I mean, I like that feeling. And But yeah, like I said, like I said before, I couldn't really recommend this whole entire routine, to somebody I don't know, because it does come with a lot of risks. Now, what are some of the risks? Okay, many years ago when I first heard about, the meat diet, the carnivore diet, whatever you want to call it. Now, some people are calling it the lion diet. I guess there's some variations out there that I'm unaware of, but I'm just, it's mainly meat, it's mainly fats and stuff like that. But back then, the internet wasn't what it was. The internet wasn't what it is now, so I had a hard time with it. I was just driving a truck and I was eating sandwich meat and I was eating hot dogs. I was eating just hamburgers or steak, primarily meat. But nobody ever taught me, hey, it's not okay to drink a soda. Nobody ever taught me it's not okay to eat a box of Cheez-Its once in a while, or maybe some potato chips or French fries. I didn't know anything about the carb load, the sugar load, or anything like that. So it is totally possible to wreck yourself, trying to do carnivore. And it's rather counterproductive, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense without an actual, you gotta sit down with me, we need to have a conversation. This is how your body works. This is the timeline ketosis works approximately. It's just, you gotta really think about the process and why, and how to change your thought structure in your mind to actually accept what's happening. Now, a lot of this has been done with prayer. Now, I pray a lot, especially when I'm fasting on hard fast, like if the 5-day water fast that I did, that took a lot of prayer. And I think that really helped get me through the whole thing. I just put all my problems on my faith, and there it was. It was helpful. I mean, it was really helpful. Talking to other people about what's going on was incredibly important. And especially you guys. I mean, I learned more about carnivore just from making 1 or 2 videos and reading through your responses than I did from the amount of time I was trying to research it. Now, a lot of the stuff I was researching basically was echoes of what everybody said in the comment section, which is fabulous. I mean, that's reassuring that the majority of you are right on point. And the other reassuring thing is that I didn't really get any bad advice from the comment section. There wasn't like somebody just trying to sabotage what I was doing. Like, you don't need to do it this way, just try it this way and see how it goes. And who knows, I might have considered it if it made sense. Now, everything that was left in my comment section made sense, and that was fabulous. And now another aspect of it was, the price of meat. The price of meat has gone up considerably. We have inflation going on. All right, hey guys, let's see. What else did I want to talk about today? Well, I have noticed dramatic results in the mirror. I am using a new camera right now, so I'm not sure exactly how it's going to span out when I stand up here. But I was pretty happy with, I don't know how well you can see this. I was pretty happy with the results right here, because you know how you can see when your like cellulite and stuff like that starts going away. I feel fantastic. Now, I do have some footage I'm going to lay over this conversation here. It's of me in my work clothes. Now, one of my work partners, she's one of my good friends, and she makes fun of me once in a while. Now, some of the other guys too, and it's all in good humor, and I appreciate it. It's, I look like a hobo. I mean, I walked into a store the other day, and one of the guys already knows me, and he's like, wow, man, you look great. I can see it. I could see it in your face compared to when you came in here a few weeks ago. You're doing a great job, and that's awesome. Now, the other employee that was there, I was in the store, a week before that, and I met this other employee. He didn't know who I was. He seriously thought, he was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I thought you were a hobo or something like that, because he didn't say it like that, but it was, kind of that feel was in the air. But he was like, wow, that's awesome, because I flat out refuse to buy new clothes when it comes to this, because I'm going to be dropping weight so much faster, and hopefully I'm going to be consistent with this weight loss that I can eventually get to a point where I can just go out and buy some clothes that are going to be a little baggy when I get to my goal weight. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to go out and buy a set of clothes for now, because I still have close to another 100 pounds to go, and I should probably figure out how much I got. to get down completely. So I'm 106 pounds, so 6.7 pounds. Let's see here, 6.7 pounds minus 100. I still have another 93.3 pounds to go. Sorry, I couldn't do that math super quick in my head. I've got a lot going on, and boy, it's a mess here. So anyways, what was my problem with stress last week? Well, you know, we've been working on my pickup truck, and I had to make an incredibly hard decision last night. Now, this truck has been my baby. I've been wanting a pickup truck for many years. I saved up a lot of money to buy this truck, and I felt fortunate, and unfortunately I had to let her go. And in the process of letting her go, I had to take it to auction. It's going to need a motor. In my opinion, I don't have the space. I have 3 parking spaces here. It's going to snow in a couple months. And unfortunately, I just don't have the space to be replacing a motor here. I would love to. And I don't really want to tie up anybody else's garage with, you know, something that's going to could take months. And then it could compound into more issues. Because anytime we get into stuff like that, it just turns into something else. So that's been a major issue that's been going on within this last month. And it's been, you know, been creating a lot of painful situations like I gotta leave you and wave goodbye to you. I love that truck. But anyhow, all right, the other thing that was stressing me out that I've been dealing with as far as weight loss is concerned is the seasons are going to blend together. So this construction season is totally going to roll into wintertime. Now, I did manage to get a hold of my employer. He's in Canada right now. He's a great guy. Now, my employer for the snow haul, when he's supposed to be getting here stateside in Alaska in a couple of weeks, and I hope to get with them because I wanted to do a couple little tweaks to the truck and get things lined out better for the guys for the rest of the winter. So that way, when I do get time to get over to him, we can take care of things a whole lot easier because, you know, there's just an easier way to do things. And if you want to know the easiest way to do things, you ask the fattest guy on the job because he's been doing it easy all his life. That used to be me. So now the fat man figured out the easiest way to lose weight. And, you know, if there's an easy way to figure it out, I mean, ask the biggest guy. That was me for a while. And whenever I started working a new place, I would literally hunt out the largest man there and ask them for advice because they knew the easiest way to do it, like tying down flatbed loads. I learned all of my techniques and strategies and how to break down an entire load and look at it, and just I could figure it all out because of this one particular guy. His first name was Keith, and he looked like Santa Claus. He was just a big man. He didn't look like he should be doing what he was doing because he was just really big. He was really out of shape, and I hope he's still alive today. But anyhow, that man taught me everything I knew about tying down a flatbed load. And then it was just great because other drivers that picked up my loads were always saying, hey man, those loads are fantastic. I almost didn't have to touch it the entire way up to Prudhoe Bay. Now that's good news. But, you know, like I said, we just got to take it one day at a time, and hopefully things will improve. And I'm starting to ramble, and this video is getting a little long. But if you could, you know, definitely leave me a comment down below. And from this point on, since we already made that 1,000 subscriber milestone, I'm going to make it one of my main points to not ask people to subscribe anymore. You know, if you like the video and you like the content, you want to support people on their weight loss, you know what to do. Most importantly, I would ask you to comment down below because, yeah, that's the fun part about doing this. This is the best part about being here, is being able to talk to all of you, hopefully to learn new things. And you blew me away. You guys blew me away with the last couple of videos. I mean, the responses I got were just incredible. I'm probably going to say that for the next week and a half because I'm still spinning from all the comments that I responded to, and I enjoy it. And I'm going to hate to see the day that, you know, for whatever reason, if this channel ever grows, you know, outgrows me, that I'm not going to be able to respond to all the comments, and I'm only going to be able to leave a little like or something like that. And okay. Well, guys, that's enough for today's video. So let's wrap it up here. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's update. And I might have a couple small videos coming up within the week, but we'll see how that goes. If I can find time to get them together, I will. But this is a busy construction season, so I work Monday through Friday. I'm working, usually 10 hours every day. I got just enough time to get up. I got just enough time to do a quick, routine, get my vitamins, nutrients, electrolytes, and all that stuff that we talk about. Get it going. Pretty much been doing 24-hour fasting for the majority of my life. So not eating in the morning, not eating at lunch, and then eating at dinner time. That's pretty normal. So that's pretty much what I've been doing all week. And I want to thank all of you for being here. And until next time.